everyone, and welcome to Womansplaining. My name is Fatima, and today we're going to be talking about being single and the pressures that we face. I remember when I was single, my brother would always ask me, is this the one or should we wait for another? That's when one of my male friends, come to visit. And I found it frustrating. Sometimes it was funny, but it just put unnecessary pressure on you and on the guy who you're with at that time. So as always, I have a guest with me in the studio. She's my friend. I've known her since 1993. That's a long time. Her name is Damilola Ani, but we all call her Damani. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Fatima.
So we're going to be talking about being single and the pressures that we face. So what has been your experience?
Okay, I'd say for me, being single is a lot of fun, but people don't believe it's fun for me. They think I'm just pretending or putting on a facade, like it's... You're right, like you said, your brother, anyone, you can't even talk to any guy, everyone is excited about it. They're thinking, is it the one? So sometimes you just think no one should come to your house because you're getting your mom unnecessarily excited.
Yeah.
You don't want aunties to just see you with friends just having drinks somewhere. They wink at you or they have something to say.
Yeah.
And then what I really hate is people trying to hook you up with different kinds of people.
So you don't like hookups?
No, because sometimes, I don't mind if they get to know who I am and understand maybe this is the kind of guy that Dami will get along with.
Right. Not
when you call me and say, well, just be patient. Nobody has it all, but when you put a but, when you're introducing someone, you're thinking...
So they're hooking you up and expecting you to settle for the things that are not, as great as you would like them to be.
Exactly, and I don't expect any guy to settle for me if I'm not who he wants to be with. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So,
that makes so much sense. I haven't really seen it in that, in that light before. So I'm going to ask this, what is the longest period that you've stayed between relationships?
3 years.
Or what was that like?
What is it like? 3 years and counting.
Oh, right. Right. Okay. So what has that been like? Apart from the pressure, you say being single is fun. Why is it fun?
I just recently found out being single is fun. Before, I was scared of being single. I think I put pressure on myself. I gave myself a timeline that I wanted to get married before 30. Right. And it never happened.
Right.
And so when I hit 30, I still went to another relationship, hoping it would end in marriage, and it didn't. And I just thought, Dami, marriage is not the end of it all.
Right.
You're single, you have so many things you want to do. You don't have to wait until you're married to do this thing.
Absolutely.
Just to live your life and just be you. And so I've been doing that, and I think I now know who I really am.
That is amazing.
Yes, because before I'd say that I was someone who would stand for nothing and fall for anything, just because I wanted to get married.
Right.
So I'll see a guy and I'll think, okay, he's ready to get married. Then I'll make excuses or give reasons for some things that don't add up, just because I wanted to be a missus or have a ring on my finger.
Right.
But now, to be honest, I think I've dated white, black, Hispanic, different, so...
Yeah, so you're like, oh, please.
There's really nothing I'm looking out for anymore. So
you're
just
good.
I'm good.
You're
just
good.
Enjoy yourself.
Like I'm good, love.
I'm not saying I've ruled out being in a relationship or getting married.
Absolutely, but you're at peace with where you are.
Yes.
Which is the most important things. And I really hope that someone out there watching today is seeing this and saying, oh, okay, so I can be happy. Because I usually write on my Instagram posts, and I wrote about this once and I said, you can be single and happy. Because I noticed that there's a mad dash to the altar. Like everybody's trying to get there. Everybody's trying to get married. Like marriage is some utopia, and it is not. Marriage isn't perfect. It's not the perfect place where you just sit down and, okay, at this point in my life, there's peace and serenity and I'm calm. No, it's not. As a matter of fact, marriage comes with its own, challenges. Like they say, for every level, there's a new devil. So I think it's okay to be single and happy, where you are. And I'm really, really happy that you said that.
If you're not happy single, marriage is not going to make you happy.
Yep.
So
yeah.
You need to know yourself and be happy.
Do you feel pressured when you get asked to go to weddings?
Oh no, not anymore. I think the only 2 times I felt pressure was when my 2 sisters got married because they were younger. And when the first wedding we had in my family, I mean, I was okay, but it was the guests who were making my life miserable.
Yeah,
saying,
because they're family
Are you feeling
members.
okay? Are you okay? Are you sad?
Dear.
I'm like, what the heck? Who's sad? No, my sister is getting married. I'm happy, you know. And then when my other sister got married, yeah, I was really, there was a bit of pressure. Like, I think those are the 2 times I felt pressure. But when everyone else is getting married, there's no pressure because I only go for the after party, really. So it's more like,
so you just go and have a good time and
yeah, that's what it
go
is.
back home. Yeah, I like that. Now, the question I'm going to ask might be sensitive, and if you don't want to answer, you can pass.
Okay.
But it is known that when a lady is more mature and she's single, men try to take advantage because they feel like she would, you know, do anything that they ask her because they feel she's desperate, you know, to get married. So have men tried to take advantage of you?
Oh, sure. But like I said, I know myself now, so can't mind.
Would you like to give an instance? Would you mind?
Okay, so basically, like, so an aunt tried to introduce me to this guy, and he calls me once,
Okay.
and basically believes that my aunt has done all the work. So it was a given.
Right.
And it's not a given.
Right.
You have to know me. And if you're serious, yes, you have to woo me. If that's what, if I can use that word.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
yeah, and so when I wouldn't call him back because he wasn't even saying the right thing, which I wasn't even sure where he stood, because I was thinking, I wasn't even sure my auntie had told him. But for me, it was like she had done the work, and it was just for us.
And he was just relaxed, like
yeah,
he wasn't
like,
doing much.
It was a done deal.
He was just like, okay, yeah, I'm going to marry her.
Yeah, and that wasn't it. And so it was a point where he actually made a statement about, I'm too old to be fronting. Yeah. Too old to be fronting.
What a jerk. So that means if you actually got married to that person, you know, it would have been terrible.
Yeah.
It would have been horrific, because it just means that he really has no respect for women. Because for him to say you're too old to be fronting, do you understand? That means there are certain things that you would want.
I'm not that old.
Exactly.
Exactly, I'm not that old.
I know. You know,
Yeah.
there's certain things that you would want after marriage that he'll be like, I don't understand. We're married now, so why am I trying to make you happy?
That's just one example I can remember. But I know that, you know, sometimes a lot of guys expect that when you're in your 30s or mid-30s, there's certain things you don't have to do anymore, like it's a given. You're ready to get married.
She's ready to get married, so let's just do this. But no, you have to
compromise a great deal.
You have to go the whole 9 yards. Wooing a woman at 20 and weighing her at 30 is exactly the same thing. You have to, you know, make sure you're doing what she likes and make sure she's happy and make sure you know her and she knows you. You have to be in sync, because marriage is.
And if you like her, I don't think there's a problem. You have any problem wooing her?
Yep, in the first place. So if you're not wooing her, then he's just not that into you.
Exactly.
And he can move on to who he's into. So about friends now. Do you have a lot of married friends?
Yeah, there's a mix. I think I have more single friends than married friends.
Okay.
Or friends who were married before and they're now single. So.
Right. Okay. So do you have have you ever had an instance, because it's been my own experience, where friends get married and they treat you differently, like they're no longer as, you know, close, and then you guys just drift apart? Have you ever had?
Oh yeah, I have had some friends who we used to be very close, and now that they're married, like I hardly see them, and I don't blame them. Like, you're married now, the priorities are different from mine. I'm the kind of person that I can decide tomorrow I want to travel. I don't expect you to do that, because you have to think of your husband, ask for permission. There's no one I'm asking permission from.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I don't have any kids or I don't have all those kind of responsibilities.
Right.
So I don't understand that.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything that you think you would change from your past?
No, to be honest, I don't like crying over spilled milk.
Yeah.
The past is the past. I made my mistakes, I've learned from them.
I love your philosophy.
Yeah.
I love your philosophy, because it's obvious that you've had like a shifting paradigm, and you're more centered. And that's amazing. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to watch, because I know the last time I saw you and I heard you speak, it's completely different from this time. I know we don't really interact as much as you do with my sister.
Yeah.
But I know that the last time I heard you speak, you were different. You're a different person now from the last person. You're more present. You're more here. You're happy. So there's an aura that, you know, you're carrying now that's completely different.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah, yes.
Yeah. Maybe the last time we spoke was when I was in a very, very
I wouldn't know.
Who knows? Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but I'm sure, you know,
Was in a
at
dark
that time
place,
it must have been a
yeah.
dark place. But I'm really happy to see you like this.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. I think we have short our time, but we're coming back with more from Dami. We're going to get to know her just a little better after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Womansplaining. So before we left, we were having a chat with Damani, and now we're going to ask her some questions to answer in 60 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Can we get 60 seconds on the clock, please? Okay, so what's your favorite item of clothing?
Shoes.
Oh, that's so cute. If there was, what fictitious place would you like to visit?
Fictitious. I don't know.
Okay, we'll pass. What's your favorite drink?
Mojito.
That's mine as well.
Okay.
What's the most annoying habit from other people?
Snoring. I know they can't help it, but
That is such an annoying one. Favorite color?
black.
Is there any song that you have completely memorized?
Yeah.
Which one?
Informer.
Is it like nobody knows the words to that song? Nobody knows the.
Informer. You know, say that is not me. Well, I know it, but I don't want to sing it.
Okay. Okay then. Is there a movie that best describes your life?
No.
Okay. All right, that's all the time that we have. Thank you so much, Damani, for coming on the show.
Thank you for team. I was happy to be here.
Do you have any last words? Anything you'd like to say before we go on this topic?
On this topic, I mean,
Like,
everyone.
is there anybody you want to warn and say, just mind your business?
No, I mean, I mean anything. I'm just gonna say, everyone, just be happy. Do you? That's all.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Thank you so much. So that's all for Womansplaining today. I hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.